so the ball stays with Chicago.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And he is going to have a Bears first down as this defense is unable to hold. Gain of 7 on that 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burton. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit.
A big mistake. It was 1st and goal, and it's intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready up.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. We'll get this to Ayuk on the jet sweep. Whoa. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, San Francisco. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The score, Niners 36, Bears 29.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run by Smith. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And he'll be brought down past the 30. That is good enough to move the chains. First down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chicago.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Quickly, he hits Loveland on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being The final play of the third quarter. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 49ers.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Down inside the 10. And he's in! Cole Kmet's touchdown, Chicago. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? We're an extra point away from tying this thing up, but we got ourselves a ball.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Now return coming from the 7th. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the 35, here's second and 7.
35-yard line.
Shotgun now for Jones. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 15 on that game. First down, 49.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
That's taken in by Jennings. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. This is intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top. Give up the middle with Swift. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
That's a 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
From the 43, it's second and 3. To throw, it's Williams. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears first down.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. He's going to have the first down and more. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Tie game, fourth quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to first and goal. Here's a run.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. Open right side. He's got it. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact for that matter.
They'll try and throw. And here's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach fourth down by what they call on third down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on fourth. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on fourth down is leaning towards settling for 3.
So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to grab a late lead. And this one online. And it is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is first and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third and 1.
Jones to throw on third and 1. He's got his tight end, Kittle. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's good for a Niners first down.
And the
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down. The Niners will use their third and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
37-yard line.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. Second and 6 coming up.
Mustang, here we go, here we go. Zip Warrior 70.
Jones to the air again. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be third down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before third down. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to force overtime. And he has missed this one. No good. And the missed kick is going to cost them the game. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. One final knee here. And with that, they are off to the NFC title game. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They're able to do something that not easy to do. Get a win away from home in the playoffs. For their troubles, got a date next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. Luther Burden now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Williams starting with a pass here. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. He's looking for Colston Loveland. So second down coming up. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Third down, here's Williams. Has it downfield near the boundary. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44.
Williams to throw on first. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Here's Swift on second down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On third down, here's Swift. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, it's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They have it first and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Working from the gun, Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Odunze touchdown. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Quickly to the air. Here's Shuck. That's caught by Chris Olave. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock. But when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? Yeah, recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. Great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get it behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Trying the air now. Here's Shuck. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, we were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Saints first down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And his progress is stopped, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Shop working from the gun. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish off their opening drive. We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. Jeez, you couldn't start any better.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Burden now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And the Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for a second down.
Second down.
Williams from the gun. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Williams with third and long. Escapes the pocket. Making the call himself. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Shop looking to pass here. Has him on the quick hitter. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. On first down, they're going to run with Irving. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right back to Irving now. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. We're one quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Escapes the pocket. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
This is Irving on second. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the third and short.
Shop on third down. Setting up the screen. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
The keeper, here's Shuck. And keeping the zone read constant, he takes a hit, loses some yards too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
It's cut left side by Mitchell. And it's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Shuck running the sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Saints take a second quarter lead.
Okay, I think two things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on first down. Job well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Burden now to return it. Jukes away from one. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. To throw, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now they send their back in motion right. Williams on first down. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Swift gets it, going left. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Staying grounded with Swift. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Swift gets it again on second down. Keeps on moving into the red zone. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down Bears. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles, will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you.
And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Bears can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 3. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring an end to that. Right near the 25-yard line. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
It is caught left side. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On the give, this is Irving. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Running with Irvin again on 2nd. They'll see he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
He's got him the first. Now Irving on first. Escapes the defender. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Kamara running out of the gun. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
On play action, here's Shaw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get some late points and the lead. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. The extra point, here's Smith. And he misses the point after, so this stays a 6-point game. Reed now to kick this one away. Burden now to return it. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, Williams to throw. Chased out to his right. Odunze's got it right side. And he'll get it up to the 27. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now Williams. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. First down throw by Williams. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Here's Williams again. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd.
A gain of 15. And the Bears first down.
To the air yet again. Williams escapes the pocket. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. This is lovely, working the right side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Empty backfield now, running back motions out left. Connecting with his back here, Swift. By a man, he's in the clear. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
That's completed out to the right. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears tie it in the final minute of the half. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
At their own 38-yard line.
First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Here we go. 72, 18 ready.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First and 10, here's Shuck. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's taken down at the 30. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Saints, first down. First and 10.
Shuck now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Kyler Gordon. And the Bears make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense, but the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. He's going deep. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Counter gives to Kamara. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league. They love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Shot working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
It's Kamara on 3rd down, and his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
New set of downs from 37. Irving here from the gun. We'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Once again, Irving. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Haven't been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate. I don't know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing. Run right at them and go make a point.
Here we go, 18 Cardinal, 60. Low, shut up, unlock, bring it. Smash, smash. Ready.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Trying the air now. Here's Shop. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead right away in half number 2. Shock and the Saints offense still out there. They're going for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Flying forward on the ground. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
You know, this game can be pretty simple. Beat the man in front of you, carry the ball over the line, rushing football at its finest.
Reed now to kick this one away. Burden now to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Fights his way through a tackle. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Alontae Taylor making a stop.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, now's in 5, now 2nd and 5. Forced out to his right. Has his man, it's a Dunze. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Williams to throw on first. Check down into the hands of Swift. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
He's going to be blocked out after reaching the 43. That's good for a couple of yards. And it'll be first down Bears.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Williams on first down. Pass cut by Adunze. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They got 21 yards on the play. And that'll be first down Chicago.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. To throw, Williams. He's got it near the 8. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start the second half with some needed points. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears tie us up 28 all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Saints first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
At the 49-yard line.
Irving on the inside give. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Here's Shuck, first and 10. Getting Olave on the slant. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Running behind center with Camaro. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, they go option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a third quarter lead. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down Bears.
First down. A gain of 12.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Bears first down.
Line up the design keeper. And a big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture. And one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Williams set to pass. Gets this over the middle. It's Kmet. And he's taken down at the 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down Bears.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, Williams to throw. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Here's Swift on second down. He gets a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Williams to throw on third. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be first down Chicago.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. The throw left side finds Burden. And he takes this in. Touchdown Chicago. The Bears now trail by just a point in the fourth. So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Throwing, shot. He finds Johnson over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Taking a deep shot here. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Shotgun snap to shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They'll throw 3rd and long. Got a man. Bailey has it. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's a give inside to Camaro. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Saints 1st down.
The 26-yard line.
Pistol snap here to Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
This is Irving on 2nd. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Shot for the quick toss out wide. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 4th quarter lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 40-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Gun. Here's Williams. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Williams will look to throw. He set up the screen here to Swift. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Looking to throw. That heater is going to fall to the turf. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Now apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Desperation time here on 4th. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. What a play to beat this defense on 4th down. 23 yards and a 1st. From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
To the air yet again. Williams. Short pass brought in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check-down yards.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
First and goal, Swift. And they take this in for the score. The Bears now trailed by just a point in the fourth. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Here's the give to Irving. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On the give, this is Irving. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
9 yards to go.
To throw. Caught by his back, Camaro. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
Gain of 6 yards.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones that put this away. They're going for it. Running for it, Camara. first and more. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Kamara. And they'll mark him down there after the dive. The Bears decide to call their first timeout.
14 more yards.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard
They'll run
line.
with Kamara. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Brings up
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Another shot for Kamara. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
And when they all get that chance to hold the Hallis Trophy as NFC champs, you know he's going to be one of the first presented with it. What a kick. What a kick with so much pressure on him to send them to the Super Bowl. I love it.
Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that's going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. So it's a win for the Saints. Conference champions. A heck of an achievement, Brock. A heck of an achievement in the face of a lot of doubts from everyone outside of their building all season long.
Yeah, they're going to enjoy lifting up this George Hallis Trophy today. But let's all remember, when we go into those facilities, Kate, and we watch practice, they don't put up banners of conference champions. They put up banners of world champions.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.
Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Oh, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man?